Usually when we do a show, at the end we sort of list a lot of the wonderful jazz musicians that have been in the military. The great Cannonball Adderley, Navy, 1950 to 1954. Mose Allison, Army, 1946 to 48. Chet Baker, 1945 to 46. Alan Barnes, Army, 1967, 1970. Tony Bennett, 1944 in the Army to 1945. John Coltrane, Navy, 1944 through 1946. And that brings us to our next piece. John Coltrane was joined on this recording, released in 1961, with one of the most famous drummers in our jazz history, Mr. Elvin Jones, who served in the Army between 1946 and 1949. This is from The Sound of Music, called My Favorite Things.
It was thought-provoking. First and foremost, I'll tell you, as a history major and undergraduate, and General Vadnais, our boss, and the senior leaders talked about this a lot. You go all the way up to the Marine Corps and the Army campaign plans. One of the things that the senior leadership of the military is looking at now is, we've had 12 years of war fight, and we've been so busy with the war fight. The campaign plan for the Army now has Soldier for Life. It makes you think differently about service. And now here in Michigan, as you heard today, we've got the new Michigan Veterans Affairs Agency. We're now changing the culture of our younger soldiers and airmen in Michigan, the Michigan Guard specifically, to think about their total life service. And you guys kind of added to that. And then not only do you get us to think about what are we doing to service our veterans today that have already served, because oftentimes those are pockets of populations left behind, but you tied us back to the past history. So it was very thought-provoking, and you know what? A lot of what I heard today tying the past musicians that serviced USO shows and things in the past and served in the military, I think I knew most of what I heard, but I'd forgotten. I had forgotten how many famous people and what their service was and how it was connected to music and service in our country. I can see a variety of audiences this would be great for. I mean, we talked off camera before about how to impact school children. You know, I have two young teenagers in school, and trying to connect history with them, with the work that they're doing, and figure out and connect it to the eras is difficult. So I mean, obviously, school-age children who have had some history lessons, beginning to understand American history and tie it together, but any kind of veterans audiences, veterans agencies, you know, in the state here we have 2 veterans homes. My God, those veterans at those homes, there's hundreds of them. We just absolutely love this kind of program, and of course all the patriotic events and 4th of July. I mean, it runs a wide spectrum of audiences, and you know, there's a historical, educational piece to it as well. Wonderful. It's perfect music for the perfect event, doing a silent auction with soldiers and members of the Michigan Veterans Affairs Agency. It just added a touch of class to it.